Daktehu, Doctor,
Who?
he is doing some things, and we're gonna talk to him right about now about some things that he is uh, really. It's just interesting to see cats transition, and really have a story to tell and see how inspired uh, this man has actually um, put together volumes of thoughts um, that will actually be available at some point of some transitional thoughts within the mucusless diet healing system. I mean, he's really adopted this lifestyle and has become just an evangelist almost for the peace, and to see this thing is just, over the years, to see him develop and really get inspired. It does your heart good, to just see cats, and I mean, to read some of his works. I mean, this guy is just, you know, um, putting things on paper that are so profound and honest, and honest. So we have Doc.
Daktehu.
What's up?
Sitting right here.
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
I'm hanging in there.
Yeah, man, and it's a pleasure, man.
Yes.
For us to, have you with us, and just to, feel that vibration, man, of you, in the band, and just the lifestyle, and I mean, just tell us, man, about what it is and why you adopted the mucusless diet healing system, and what was going on before and after, and while you're doing it. I mean, just tell us, just give us a little bio of how you really got into the piece, man.
Well, used to eat hot dog sandwiches when I was in second grade. It was my
Oh, no,
favorite
you
food.
didn't. No,
They
you
were
didn't.
nasty. Now I'm talking about I had 2 hot dogs split down the middle. Then you put it on 2 Wonder Bread slices with mayonnaise.
Oh, wow.
With mayonnaise on them for sure.
Yeah.
I didn't mess with mustard or ketchup. I had mayonnaise on it. So yeah, I have been struggling with weight problems all my life. I come from a family that is, the American family, eating the American things, hot dogs, hamburgers, and everything. And I don't know, it was always a struggle growing up, being the fat kid or the overweight kid, and dealing with that and all the issues that come into your mind with that whole piece. And I don't know, I got into high school, and kind of grew into it a little bit more. I still
He
overweight,
was a
but
chick magnet.
yeah, I carried it well.
Uh-oh.
No. But yeah, I started running a lot, and eating the low-fat diet, cutting out the fat, but still eating, cold cuts and lunch meats, things that are considered low-fat, but as I know now are not good for the body. But they're the low-fat, so everyone endorses them. It's all right, go with it.
So you was a low fat boy.
Yeah, I did the low fat thing. And actually, I must admit, I tried those. I don't even know what they're called anymore, man. Those pills that appetite suppression.
Oh yeah,
pills.
I was
Oh,
into
yeah.
that myself.
Was that like diet pills? Or
Yeah,
something?
whatever.
Okay.
Now it's illegal. Those ephedra things.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Man.
That was a bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, that
Yeah.
helps you lose weight, but it also turns you into a crack addict
To
or
a
something.
crack-
Like a little.
Yeah.
It's like drinking 10 cups of coffee or something and
Right.
trying to go
Right,
through your
yep.
day. And yeah, so I did lose the weight I lost a lot of weight, kind of grew into it or whatever. But it wasn't until I really got the real information that I realized that, you know, it's not about being fat or skinny. It's about, you know, internal cleanliness and health.
Oh,
And, you know, just cleaning your blood up and just experiencing having your, you know, cleaner blood. Like we talk about cleaner blood. It's not something you can really grasp until it starts getting cleaner.
Yeah.
You know, and, you know, I still got a little bit of fat on me and everything, but you know, it's not, you know, it's on its way out. It's on its way out for sure.
Definitely.
And you know, and that's also another way of showing how, you know, here I'm eating, you know, the mucusless diet, a transitional diet. I'm at a certain spot on my transition, but what others may call, you know, the vegan transitional area. I don't consider myself a vegan, but that's a good way to explain where I'm at on my transition. But in not eating meat and the mayonnaise and all this stuff, but yet I still have some, you know, little bit of pudge here and there. So I mean,
and he does such a remarkable job transitioning thus far. I've just, you know, we started practicing the diet around the same time, and we both were musicians out in the field hanging, you know, and we met up with the Brother Air, you know, and then so we got the information and started running with it. So I've been able to just see, you know, the progress.
Yeah, the first time I met Brother Air, he came I was working at Mars Music over in Springdale, and he just came in as a customer, you know, started talking to me a little bit one day. This was, you know, 5 years ago or something, and I remember that, you know, he left the place, and that one conversation with him about some of this rational information just made me, you know, I was not even considering vegetarianism or anything like that, but I became a vegetarian for about 6 months just from that one meeting. And it I never forgot that, you know, and then we ran into Brother Air, me and Mike, or Professor, we ran into him a couple years later, and then it really touched us. You know,
it was Mike. It was Mike that met Brother Air.
It was Mike then. I mean, Mike was the.
You could tell him about Mike. Yeah, you can. A lot of people don't believe me.
Pounds and everything.
What I talk about, you know, but that so you can.
So we ran into him, and we, you know, college freshmen, where other college freshmen are trying to drink as much as they can and get exposed to all that craziness. We got exposed to some rational information and checked out the book. I read it. It made so much sense. I mean, every page it's not rocket science. It's just real simple rational sense. You know, it made it connected. And we're
seeing you like go through the social, you know, the different social upheavals that you know that you went through, and that's a piece that a lot of people really don't want to go through. Like that's actually something that will deter somebody. You know, there's all these different excuses that people use to not do this thing and check it out, and that's one. You know, and I remember seeing, you know, it was like, you know, because it's not easy. You got to sometimes, you know, you're breaking away from.
Yeah, it's not easy. I mean, when you have your life around it, and when your life is centered around this, and you're trying to deal out there in the eating world, you know what I mean?
Right.
And you're trying to negotiate yourself out there in terms of your living situation and your getting money situation. It's more than a notion to keep this as first priority. You know, I mean, because it'll tear down and it'll build up. It'll tear down a whole family structure. Just you practicing it.
Right.
Just you practicing it. Not nothing that you saying. Just the vibration around you trying to clean yourself up will just.
It's very powerful.
Yeah, it's very powerful. It will upset everything around you. And so, I mean, that is, and people don't like that. People, I can't do this. This is just destroying everything and making it so difficult to function. And when you start questioning, like, well, I'm gonna do this on my own terms, and money is not coming like you would like it to become, because now you have gated yourself from certain people. I mean, it's like you're out of that.
Everything I need.
Yeah.
The universe is taking care of me.
But yeah, and that.
Yeah,
as long as you do what you know.
Yeah, I mean,
Go and flow with it.
Well, what it is really is to want what you need.
There you go.
See, I'm not at that level. To want what you need, I want what I want. What I need is something. I mean, that's I'm still not mature. This is some things I want. I mean, literally, it's just something. Boy, I want this. But it never works. I never get what I want. I mean, I just never. Like asking Santa Claus for something. I never
got it.
I never get it, man. So I'm getting a little bit more smarter about handling that, where I just move out the way and let the universe do its thing and settle for that. And
my approach was like from the beginning, it was kind of, once I saw how it was like working like that, I was like, okay. So I kind of did this little psychological piece where I was like, well, I don't want anything. Like in fact, just if I like nothing better than just take everything away and I'll be in the woods somewhere. That's where then the universe starts all of a sudden giving you all kinds of stuff. And kind of like, nah, okay. Because it's something too really deep down, really totally like letting go of whatever it is and like bound down to the great graces of whatever you're into, in this case the how the universe functions, and getting in line, and like Brother Air said, getting out the way.
Yeah.
Let the universe do its thing. And that's for me, I noticed a profound difference with when I was practicing the diet. When I went, it was like almost overnight when I went from, where I was still trying to hang on to some of those old things. I was still trying to hit the parties. I was still trying to do the little college piece. I'd lost like 100 pounds already, and I'd been transitioning, but I was still out there trying to, talk to some females and do all that thing. But then one day I was like, you know what? I don't even, if I'm supposed to leave college, and if I'm supposed to, whatever I'm supposed to do, I'm done. Like I just, with the diet, I let that is going to lead me to wherever I need to go. And just like clockwork, that next, all of a sudden, everything was easier. Yeah. I mean, it was just like I was like floating around on a cloud. Like everything I needed to get done just got done.
Yeah. And that's a hard piece for people to really, because you have to, and I mean, this is just the way it is. You have to negate yourself from family members. I mean, to a point where you just not relating to nobody that you used to relate to. You just not. And you people don't want to be around you. People don't want to be around people that they don't get along with.
Yeah.
That you don't have anything in common with. Every time I open up my mouth, I don't agree with you.
Right.
I mean, nobody want to be around nobody like that.
Right.
So, I mean, how much can you take of that? I mean, how much can you take of sitting around everybody being themselves but you?
But right.
You can't be yourself.
Right. Because just take, any type of situation that we might run into on any given day would be, just you at the store and just standing there, and then somebody, you know, and be like, oh, they got great fish here, you know, don't you think? Like, no,
Yeah.
I don't think, you know, I don't,
Yeah.
I don't.
I mean,
And then all of a sudden it's like dropping a bomb in a plate, like, you don't eat fish? What? You know, and then they're mad at you.
Not fish. I mean, I don't eat red meat, but fish, I still do eat fish because
now fish is bad.
They're
Now,
they're what is fish supposed to have in it? What's the big thing that it supposed to have? Omega-3 or something that it supposed to have that the body needs, you know. And then I mean you go through that. So I mean it's everybody wants to be liked. You know,
right? I mean, something is simple. I mean, that's what's rough about our life.
Yeah,
just relating.
I want everybody to like me, but
I want to relate.
But
you know, but you can't just because it always goes at it. That's like the place
you can't relate.
Where that's the food is the default place. Is the place that anybody wants to try to bring cultures together. They want to try to bring people together. What do? They have some kind of you know, social function with food as the primary
stupid
thing,
picnic.
You know, we'll have our Indian, Chinese, African day.
Yeah.
You know, and the Africans get fried chicken.
Yeah. right.
You know?
Right, and you know, and I mean, and that's what it is. You know, over there, you know, they point you. You know, if you walk in, being a black person, they'll point you towards the chicken and the watermelon.
Yeah.
You know, be like, well, I like Chinese food. No, you're going down that way. You know? So I mean, that's a whole thing. It's like I say, everybody want to be liked. You know, but when you really you're dealing with people in this thing, you just don't relate on no levels. If they say something about education, then you know you got an attitude about how you think about education. If you say something about voting, if you say something about politics, if you say, I mean, because your world is this.
Right.
Your world is physiological liberation. All that other stuff is just circumlocution.
Right.
I mean, it's just round and round the marble. It doesn't mean anything. It's just, you know, I could care less about this. You know what I mean? It means nothing. You know what I mean? It means nothing. Right. So when you sit and listen to somebody talk about, you know, what about the Bengals? You know, what about the Reds? I mean, I mean, so you know, I mean, it's like that, man. You just are not relating, because if they would have said, what about an enema?
What came out in your enema today?
Yeah, like how did your elimination look? Did you you know, like, did you pull anything out? Literally, like,
right,
I mean, did you,
right.
like, you
How
know,
long was it?
I mean, you know, I mean, yeah.
That's our conversation.
Yeah, that's
what we
know,
talk about.
Like, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Oh man, I'm in the middle of doing an enema, man. Let me call you back. Hey, that's what's happening. You know, I'm juicing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm getting ready to go down to the produce warehouse. You want to ride or whatever?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or so and so called me, and they having a serious elimination, man. You know, check this out. You know,
right.
I mean, you just hear about the stories.
Right.
That's what we're into. We live this stuff. We just don't talk it or just a little bit. Like, this is just a little diet we're into.
A little diet.
This is our lives. Everything revolves around that. And if it's not about that, we don't want to hear it. I mean, I don't want to hear it. There's nothing more important than health.
That's right.
There's nothing more important than health.
That's right.
And so when people are trying to, I mean, if you have, and this is just how warped the society is, and families in general, and we can all relate, you know, just if you have your family members at a family gathering, say they get together on Thanksgiving or whatever, day they come together, family reunion or whatever. And you're sitting around and maybe one family member in the family is, millionaire, just wealthy, really, he has the Midas touch, everything that he touches, just turns to gold. And everybody around him just giving him so much respect,
Right.
Here you are looking all frail, knotty hair, and you just, you might have been fasting for 3 or 4 months and you're sitting there trying to be social with your family because this is what you do.
Right.
You just don't want to not go around them, so you come around and they're sitting around, having one of the, as we sitting around eating and talking about some things, and then you get, there's always that moment where you have a family gathering and it gets kind of deep. People trying to start trying to get deep. Maybe the grandfather or the uncle start talking about when he was in the war and he seen somebody's leg blown off and he picked it up and took it to
had to take a bite.
took it to the nearest hospital and transplanted it onto somebody else.
Right.
I mean, it gets deep,
real
man.
Deep stuff.
So you have that kind of thing, and then all of a sudden this guy had the guy who's really wealthy has just an idiot idea. Just lunacy. Just sounds just crazy. Everybody in the house is just like Mayor Lynch, said something. That commercial, and everybody's just listening and thinking, wow, man, how can I get in on that? Or what can I do? Now, you might have said something that was so rational, like, we need to build, take that land and do a garden with it. And, it could have been about some land that Uncle Joe left us, and here you are saying, well, let's take the land, let's plant. They looking at you like, but this other guy, let's build a barbecue shack on it.
Oh yeah.
And here it is. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's that kind of thing that is
terrible.
And it's all based around money. This guy has money,
and
mucus. So he must know more.
Yeah.
Than you do, the person without no money.
Right.
That's I don't know. Go ahead.
Yes, well, it is the top of the hour, and you are listening to WAIF FM. And WAIF FM is a community radio station, serves only to open its airwaves to responsible, divergent points of view. The opinions expressed during the remainder of this program do not reflect the views of WAIF, its staff, or board of trustees. The opinions expressed reflect my own views or the views of my guests. And I thank you for listening to WAIF Cincinnati. Now I would like to invite you to call in at 513-749-1444. That's 513-749-1444. We're going to listen to a little bit of music. And this is a little something from the Breatharian Ensemble.
I am Professor Spira, and I welcome you into the world of the Breatharian Ensemble, a world committed to achieving physiological liberation while expressing vibrations of discipline, beauty, and cleanliness. V equals P minus O. Vitality equals power minus obstruction. What does this mean? V equals P minus O is represented through the music of all of the great deceased musicians. Louis Armstrong, W.C. Handy, Duke Ellington, Dizzy Gillespie, Charlie Parker, Robert Johnson, Muddy Waters, Jimi Hendrix, John Coltrane, Miles Davis, J.J. Johnson, Dexter Gordon, Albert Eiler, Rashawn Roland Kirk, and countless others. Their music represents vibrations of immortality. My question is, if the music can stand the test of time, why can't the musicians? Filthiness is what took these musicians from us. But now we know what creates this filthiness. Any food that enters the body that is not a fruit or a green leaf vegetable creates filthiness. The physiological revolution is at hand. It is time for us to stop eating death and start eating life. The vanguard revolutionaries are those who learn to control what they put into their bodies. America is the wealthiest country in the world, and we are always burying the wealthy, but we never bury the healthy. Death has mistakenly become natural. So if everyone is eating and dying, then why don't we stop eating? I have a dream that one day all the little children of the world will be able to sit at the lunch counter together in perfect harmony, looking at menus to find out that today's special is absolutely nothing at all. Then the joyful voices of perfect human beings will cry out saying, "Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, my body is free at last."
Hey guys, can we play the music now? How's that?